Hello, my name is Professor Plate. Today, we will be discussing the wonderful world of tectonic plates! As you probably know, there are three types of plate boundaries: the divergent boundary, the convergent boundary, and the transform boundary. Convergent boundary. Here, two plates, whether it is two oceanic plates, a continental plate and an oceanic plate, or two continental plates, are coming together. These convergent boundaries are usually where subduction forms. Subduction is where the denser plate goes under the less dense plate and creates a deep sea trench. In some deep sea trenches, like those that are around Asia, there is a denser oceanic plate going under and subducting under the less dense continental plate, which is thus going up. In also some cases, the denser oceanic plate is going under the less dense oceanic plate. In both cases, the oceanic plate that goes under in subducting is the one that is going back into the asthenosphere and being destroyed and turning into magma. When a continental and an oceanic plate converge at a convergent boundary, it creates a deep sea trench right here. And also it can result in volcanoes because of the continental crust being pushed up. Magma from the Earth's asthenosphere is coming up because of the subduction and going into and creating a pocket inside of the mountains. And when that pressure builds up, so much stress happens that it just blows its top, like in Mount St. Helens. When two continental plates start coming together at a convergent boundary, the rock bends and folds because of the pressure and because of the stress, and creates what we like to call mountains. One of these examples is like the Alps, where the Indian and the Eurasian plate are coming together. At a divergent boundary, the two plates are pulling apart from each other because of convection currents in the Earth's asthenosphere. This causes a rift valley in some cases, which makes it, and that's where the magma from the Earth's mantle comes up to fill the gap created by the two plates spreading apart. To show how two plates come apart and what happens when they come apart, we are going to do an experiment. At a divergent boundary, the rock is being pulled apart, usually on the oceanic floor. On a continent, it creates rift valley, but as it builds up stress, it pulls apart and breaks, and that's how some earthquakes are created on it. When a divergent boundary happens on the seafloor, it's called seafloor spreading, and pretty much the same thing as it happens on a continent happens at this. One of the most well-known divergent boundaries on the Earth's continental crust is the Great Rift Valley in Eastern Africa. Transform boundaries are where the two plates are sliding past each other and grinding against each other. This causes stress, when the stress is released, this usually results in earthquakes. Transform boundaries make very frequent earthquakes, but usually they aren't very strong. Every once in a while, a very strong earthquake will be caused by the amount of stress. The scientific term that we use for when two plates are sliding past each other is called shearing. This can also break down the rock. One very well-known transform boundary that is on the continental crust is the San Andreas Fault in California. When two convergent boundaries rub against each other, the rock, because of the rubbing, creates an earthquake. Notice the shaking. These can create very frequent, very small earthquakes or very large, devastating earthquakes. And now, thank you for coming here in this wonderful earth that we have and the wonderful theory of tectonic plates.
In our next episode, we will discover who will win, a giant robot or a radioactive monster.